Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we have It's Such a Beautiful Day movie. I don't really know anything about this. I know it's an animated film, but that's all I know about it. It doesn't... People love this film. It's a very highly rated film, and everything I've seen, like little pictures, I'm like, really? Interesting. But I know nothing about it, and I'm excited to get into it today. It's only an hour long, so it's not a long one. But I'm very curious. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, it's such a beautiful day. It's all right in the UK, so maybe it's not. Maybe this will make it a better day. I have more film reactions on the way. I have finally sorted out my schedule, so I'll be getting more film reactions more often. But yeah, no, that's it. So without further ado, let's go right into It's Such a Beautiful Day. Let's go. I like this opening shot. It's almost stop motion-y, but I'm pretty sure it's not. They might have just time lapse. Okay.
On the way to the bus stop, Bill saw somebody he recognized while...
Bill. I do know that.
As Bill mixed up the phrases, "What's up?" with "How's it going?" Confused, the person blurted out, "Thanks." And a day later had each forgotten the whole thing.
Okay.
In the supermarket, Bill was always very careful to select fruit from only the back of the produce piles, and held up an onion and said...
Sorry the subtitles are so big, I can't really change the size.
Bill said, "Fine, thanks, how are you?" She didn't answer.
Is this film gonna be at this pace the whole time?
Blowing in the wind on the end of a broken pole.
I like this Bill guy. I really like those blob editing, where there's little blobs and the action happens in there.
Keys there before, and how many days of his life were wasted repeating the same tasks and rituals in his apartment. Bill sat down and read a celebrity interview. That night, Bill dreamt of a monstrous fish head that...
Okay.
In the morning...
That moment was very David Lynch. Sorry, if you're new to the channel and I'm looking over here, it's because I'm on the screen. So it just, you know... And the lighting's not as good because it's near the end of the day and I'm using a bit of natural lighting so it doesn't hurt my eyes looking at the light there.
Watching a boxing match on a Mexican channel. A headbutt that split open one of the fighters' heads pretty bad. So Bill phoned his ex-girlfriend and told her about the manatee on his calendar. "I think you mean giant mantis," said Bill.
This is such an unusual film.
They agreed that being buried seemed too claustrophobic, and Bill didn't want to be cremated after he'd read that the intense heat boils fluids in the skull until your head explodes.
Wow, Bill, you have a mind.
He began to think of people in a new light, how everyone's just little more than that frightened, fragile brainstem. Last night, I dreamt all my toes fell off. If the Iceman could have ever imagined this would one day have happened to him.
Probably not.
Desperately throwing dead bodies off of a little boat.
What? This Bill.
For sale, and angrily wondered why they didn't offer any Asian porn.
Bill?
The guy next to him at the bus stop had the head of a cow, but Bill
We're not looking at Bill losing his mind, are we? He's not going to turn into some murderer. Oh.
Went home and masturbated for 7 hours.
What?
His teeth had fallen out in the night. They all had gigantic bacteria-ridden crotches buried
in the goddamn produce.
Smelled like copper.
I really like the animation. It's very simple, but very effective. I mean, when you go simple, sky's the limit, you know? Everything came from something simple. Fish.
The pipe is leaking. He wore too much eye makeup and had no self-esteem. Bill put on the Lion King slippers.
As he should.
The power of Christ compels you.
Did you think I'd ever want to hurt you, she said.
Aww. Really like these hand-drawn animated shots. Very unique. You can tell there's a proper filmmaker behind this who sees the world in different ways and knows how to convey certain emotions just by shoving a camera close up to something insignificant.
The next morning, Bill actually felt pretty good. Then he felt a lot worse.
I hope Bill doesn't die.
They concluded Bill was not going to die, so his mother had all the flowers removed from her room. Have his casket returned at great expense.
Wow. They were fully prepared for his death. Glad he's alright though. Hey Bill. Maybe someone said this to you before, but I'll say it. I really like your hat. What a really unique... Like, how do you think of this? Like, I think that's brilliant. Just... Yeah, what a really good shot. Frame. So I'm assuming that they're filming the ocean as if it's stop motion, so just taking lots of pictures.
His half-brother, Randall, came along. Aluminum hook arms, whose mind...
Okay.
Boone disappeared into the deep blue sea.
Oh.
Bill's mother put a heavy coat over him whenever he left the house every day for the next 5 years and hugged him for 5 minutes. I just can't handle this goddamn... He'd find a note from her in his lunchbox.
Aww.
It's been over a year now since his diagnosis. That afternoon, she told him it was over, but changes his mind.
Why is this such an engaging frame? I'm so locked in right now. That was my favorite moment. I'm very confused. Why was that my favorite scene?
Strength to hurl across the room several yards or more. He was a quiet, unassuming man who was eating an onion one day when he was cut in half by a tree.
Wow. Okay, alright.
He was eventually crippled with lead poisoning and polio, and was killed by a train.
Okay.
After contracting yellow fever and catching on fire.
Okay.
And persecuting Jews.
What is going on?
He used to sit next to her every Sunday, but now she plays his bingo card for him.
Aww. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, she did throw bottles at just innocent people.
And the new guy swallowed a paper clip and was rushed out in a wheelchair. All all of eternity is actually taking place at once.
Whoa.
Simultaneous events that we simply happen to travel through in one direction. Bill made a joke that he could have sworn he'd been told that somewhere before, but the guy just stared at him like he didn't. That was sorry to inform him his mother had just died that morning.
Aww.
And was hit by a train.
What? Leaning on stump.
Changing pieces. It depressed him. Go stolen this happy dead kid's identity, and with his own life.
Bill, you have one incredible mind that is being poisoned by the world.
Possible thing to ever happen to him. But with each passing decade,
Just stay away from trains, buddy.
you will only get older. And as the sun continues to set, he'd been waiting for this moment his entire life. It smells like dust and moonlight. So she could send him off to school with the best looking notes.
No. This is some experience.
And he can no longer find anything out of the ordinary. Everything will be
Bill?
Tuesday morning into a world of orange and red. And watching the lights while falling asleep in the back seat. And thinks of all the wonderful things he will do with his life.
So did Bill face death again and finally thought about all the good things, you know, like life flashing before your eyes, but all the good memories that he'd forgotten, or...
Bird wings. And they talk for hours about current events. It's the happiest he's been in a long time.
Nice.
Bill, can you tell me what this is?
Okay, and what do these numbers add up to?
Look at
Is that his ex-girlfriend?
When the brain is confronted with major memory loss, it often fills in the blanks with confabulated stories. He'd been so shaken by the experience that he quietly cried in the car. A neighbor must have put these groceries in his apartment for him, which was a very nice gesture.
Yeah.
It's kind of a really nice day. It's kind of a really nice day. It's kind of a really nice day. He decides to take a walk around the...
Oh, Bill.
Has he been sick? And then tells Bill he doesn't have very long to live.
Oh. I haven't really spoken much for the past 20 minutes. This is, sad.
Striking colors in the faces of the people around him. Details in these beautiful brick walls. Noticed he's alive. The stars. He wants to stop people in the street and say, "Isn't this amazing?" And that one day soon, we'll finally have our day. So proud, no harm had come to it while in his possession. An address where he can find his father, Bill's real father. Neither of these two people remember why they're there. He stands and says something beautiful to him. And neither of them understand what he means exactly, but the old man begins to cry anyway. He's driving a car. It's such a beautiful day. Get up. He can't. He's not gonna die. He can't ever die. He will spend hundreds of years traveling the world.
Yeah. Bill. He's invincible.
To meditate to control all pain. Lost and found. He will father hundreds of thousands of children who revere him as a god.
And he'll just be floating in space. There we go. Wow. 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 Okay. Okay. I'm gonna need to just sit back here and what a film. What a really good film. What an existential. That was really, really good. That was really good. I mean, this Bill guy, I mean, he thought about the past so much that he just never got to appreciate the now. The life he was living in the moment before it. Well, it all went away and he started to forget everything. Oh, a lot to unpack. I don't even know how long I can even talk about this on a review standpoint. I mean, if we're ignoring the story and we talk about this as a film, fantastic. Wonderfully animated. Fantastic blend of animation and live action footage. Really well written. A great story there, and the narration was really good, and yeah, I mean, like I said before, I like some of the insert B-roll kind of shots of like random stuff, like really close up of something, of a light turning on or something we can't even make out. And I just really like that because I think, this director has this view of the world that has allowed him to think of things and shoot them and bring them to life to convey some type of emotion or feeling. Even if you don't understand the feeling, it's still felt. Well, yeah, no. I'm just gonna sit with that film. Really good though. For an hour, great storytelling. Great storytelling. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say, but a great film. Nonetheless, this will be out on Thursday. I'm filming this on Wednesday. I've got a schedule here, so there are quite a few things coming out. No, there's just one thing coming out today. But tomorrow for you guys, and tomorrow for me, actually, I'll be starting Interview with a Vampire Season 1. So you will get that. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Thank you for watching. Let me know cosplay what you thought of It's Such a Beautiful Day, and what do you take from the film? What have you taken from the film? What feeling or I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd down with like drop 5. Yeah, I feel like I've got dementia now. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.